for you to get up to 2 kg of bed in 8 weeks, you are going to spend not less than, say, between 2 and 17 bags of feed to take care of 100 birds. Sometimes you go into poultry. You know, we deal with poultry farmers and farmers. Most of the time you go to their poultry pen, you walk around, you see mucus in from ends. And as the birds run round, wouldn't they pick them? Because there's nothing you will do to a bird it will not pick from the floor. There's no magic he will do. It will not pick from the floor, it will pick. But if the wood shaver or the sawdust you are using is dry, it will not give room for such growth. And then another thing you do in your poultry pen is light. Because these birds need to eat in the day and do what? Eat in the night. If they eat only in the day, they will not give you the expectations. But they will eat in the night and do what? Eat in the day. There must be enough light. How do you know that the light in your poultry pen is enough? If you go into your poultry pen in the night and you open your book and you can be able to read with the light without your goggle or your glass, you can be able to see and read with the light in your poultry pen. That means you have enough light. But if you can't achieve such a brightness, at least let it have a brightness that you walk into the poultry pen, and when the birds will wake up, they will see where the feed or the water drinker is and eat. So birds, they eat in the day and also do what? Eat in the night.
What's the duration? As in how long is it effective before they need to apply again on any crop? Like when you apply it, how long is it still effective before you need to apply again?
You take 20 mil, apply for 4 to 5 times. If you do that, you are okay with miracle 1. And then you now wait when it will fruit. You now wait when it will fruit. When you see that it's about to fruit, you also apply 4 to 5 times. That's all. Use this. The best attack is reduced. Because if you use this from the little, from the one, let me use that language, as it grows, it doesn't allow pests to feast on it. But if such attack happens, like someone that has liver, like someone that has, I have had a lot of farms, if you see it in the measure that is much, you use the same products on the application, put it inside the water, spread it on the areas where the attacks are. If you do that, some people, if I give it to you, some people will rush to us and say, it didn't work. Come and go to my farm. They are still there. So we that know the application, we will laugh. Because it is not the acidic one you're using. If you spread it on where the pest attacks, you don't see them killing them and they are falling down. No. By the time you are spread it on it, because it is nano, it is more organic, it weakens them. They can't continue feeding again. They will all fall down. And when they fall down, they are not eating again, they begin to die. But you see the things you have planted, they will not eat again. But what people do, the more you spread them like shelters, like mosquitoes, you want to see them fall and die. Because it is not so acidic in the technical content, it weakens them. But from the day you spread it, they will not eat it again. They will all be losing their grip and falling. But you see the whole plant of crop you have planted, will go bleaching again and again.
Does it differ? I mean the application, depending on the type of whatever you're using it for, whether or or whatever. Then my second question goes like this.
20 mils into 18 liters. The more concentrated, the more effective. But don't go beyond that level. Otherwise, you're wasting. Whatever we are teaching or talking here is how you can make profit in your farming season. So you don't waste it. I remember, I remember somebody, after attending the lectures, 2 weeks later, he bought this and he bought that. After the lecture, in his own understanding, in his own mind. So what he did, when we say 20 mils to 20 liters, so he has to get 20 mils, put it in 10 liters, and then take brush and be brushing on the tree. And he take brush and be brushing it, and be brushing the stem of the tree, brushing it. And then it's not what I thought. After these lectures, you can get the lecture tracks from your system, and you can print out and to be reading if you don't. But if we have a WhatsApp group, people make their reports there. I am in the WhatsApp group. My senior partner is there. All of us, we bring in other experts. Any question there, people pick it up and answer. That's the free consultation for you. Yeah.
Sir, please, for how long is it on the same, the 20 mil, that's apply 20, we put 20 mil into 20 liters of water. Is it inside our water? For how long, sir?
If you take this, put it inside the water. If you open it, there are sachets in it. When you take one, like this. Now, take one of the sachets, put it into 20 liters of water. Take one of the sachets, put it into 20 liters of water. When you put it into 20 liters of water in a bowl, if you're transplanting, what do? As you pull out, the roots dip it into the water and then plant. Otherwise, you can also take your improvise, collect the water, as you dip, put the water inside the bowl, then plant and cover the sand. If you do that, you may have more of this to buy. But if you soak if you're transplanting and you just dip the stems and plant, those termites will run 440.
Mine is about dogs. Like this year, I lost dog up to about 5 puppies.
Oh my God.
Of a sickness that says called BAF or whatever.
Yes,
they give it to it. And those are dogs were imported from South Africa.
Sure.
And each of them was 1.something million. So trying to see if we can breed it here. But it ended that way. In which way can any of these dogs assist us in breeding dogs to prevent this dreaded baffle?
The one that is standing before me here, he has a dog and he uses it on his dog. We have some veterinary doctors that attend to the dogs, they also use it. Put it in, dogs drink water. Put it in the water. Let them be drinking it and eating their feed. It's very active on dogs. It will keep them healthy, smart. It will be able, look, most of the sickness of the dog, of the animals, you know that some animals have more than one stomach. Most of them, yes. When they drink, the nutrient goes into their stomach. It doesn't allow the growth of all these things. So they are right from their stomach. So if you use it on the dog side, I am telling you the difference will be clear.
I mean, the quantity of water you can use
For layers.
for layers. Secondly, for person that is, if you have a bed that is taking like a...
Can I take the first one? Those of us here that are into layers, if you start giving it to the layers before they start laying, very active. But if they are started laying already and you introduce them to a laying layer, most of the time when you change feed or anything, they will slow down. After a few days, they will pick up. And when they will pick up, they will sustain there. So it is very, very effective. 10 grams to 5 liters. 10 grams to 5 liters on layers.
Like that 10 grams to 5 liters, and maybe your best, they're taking like, let's say, 250 liters in a day. That should be enough, it should be big now for that person to...
Yes, now see what happens. See what happens. If you have 50 liters, so for the answer you answer, don't mix to keep. Don't do what? Don't mix to keep. As you serve them food daily, serve them the nutrient daily. It will be more effective. It doesn't mean that if you keep it for 30 days, 72 hours, it's not effective. But it is not a fermented product. Keep them daily and they eat it fresh. It will give you more result. Now, in 50 liters, if you check the measurement, what you do, you can, if they drink enough water, put it in the 50 liters. But we always say some people will put it in the 50 liters, and because it is in the powder from when you stir it, definitely you must see sedimentation, what they will segment. Each time you want to give, what do? You shake very well, that it mix up and give again. Now, the cost effect is not going to be much on you because you have already made your profit from the reduction of the feed number. You have made your profit from the maintenance that drugs are not effective. You have made your deductions. So if you have made your profits on those areas, the more you spend on this, it doesn't have much effect. That was why I said from my own and our calculations, you can have like a boiler there. The same thing, it goes to the layers. What I think you should have asked me the question. What I think you should have asked is, now layers stay long before they start laying. Am I right? That's what I think you should have asked. So if I'm going to have my layers, for instance, let me say an instance. If I'm going to have my layers to stay like 8 months before they start laying, I think that's the person I'm expecting. If I have my layers to lay up to. If you have your layers in that manner, give them 10 liters, 10 grams to 10 liters. When they are about to be laying, you change to 5 grams. It will save you money, save you cost. Because all that we are saying there is how you can cut down costs, maximize profit, and then be a rich farmer. You're seated here now, and you have beds already. They have stayed 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 months, and 3 weeks. You can still use it. But the only thing is, start from the application of 10 grams to 10 liters.
What I mean is that they've already given them vaccine once. Now that you've not gotten it, are you going to stop vaccination and start with this one?
Our big man there told us, and that is true, that when you get the birds from the artery, they have immunized some of them, and they indicate it on their cattle. It has nothing. If your birds are on this nutrient, and you want to immunize them, it doesn't have any effect, but you are spending double. What this can do for you, you are spending what? Double. It doesn't have any effect on them.
Excuse me. Question number 2. Now, am I going to continue with this nutrient fifth week?
Yes, every water they drink must contain the nutrient. That is what controls the sickness. That's what increases their healthiness. That is it. As we are here, may God bless and keep Pastor Chris for us. I say, may God do what? Bless. And do what? Keep. Who? Pastor Chris tells you the truth without looking at your face. Yes. I don't want to say some things, it looks like, you know, but what he's doing is not easy. I'm telling you the truth. Maybe you don't know. It is not easy to confront the world. You said I'm saying this thing now. If you think it is easy. A man in Port Harcourt, I was talking and making presentations in Port Harcourt City. A man was raising up his hand. So I stopped and I said, please come. You are raising hand, says, come. So I thought he wanted to say something, or he wants to tell me he was telling lies. He just came. I said, can you have the microphone? He said, Dr. Machu. I said, yes, sir. He looked at the whole people there. He said, I was in charge of the ADP in Port Harcourt. It was before me that the fertilizer plant was built in Port Harcourt. I was the first person that supervised and handled the warehouse we put the fertilizers. I was still in the system. The whole house collapsed. Why did the house collapse? I said it. But one thing that kept him offended was the people that mounted the plant. They were having issues with the plant. And then he himself, as the manager, has to go to the man, the white man. We are having issues at the plant there. And then you are here. Come and observe what we are doing there. The man said, no, I can't go there, I can't go there. But you are the one that mounted it. He said, no, I can't go there, I can't go there. No, that is not good enough for me. Oh, but we are working there. It's not good enough for you. Say yes. What are we that are working there? He said, you made a choice to work there. Is that not true? It's true. It's your choice to work there. It's your choice to work there. I'm not selling product only, but I'm trying to let us know the dangers our children have to face if we don't correct it in our own time.